All right, so this time we're going to go over sa, shi, su, se, and so. But first, I do want to talk about romaji, which means, well, in Japanese, Roma-ji, which would mean Roman characters or the alphabet. Basically, if you learn Japanese in a classroom or at school, some teachers like to introduce the language using the alphabet that we use in English. But I do not think that's a good idea. A lot of other people also don't think that's a good idea. And the reason is because it will destroy your pronunciation and it'll be a really bad habit for you to break out of. So that's why we're learning these first, actually, the phonetic scripts, Hiragana and Katakana. Because once you have these finished, you never need to look at the Roman alphabet again in Japanese. So just wanted to let you know about that. And all right, let's get started with today's lesson. Okay, first we have sa. And if you remember from last time with ki, you notice how there's this little hole here? Just like with ki that we learned last time, there's two ways to do sa. So let's look at both of them. So first, 1, 2, that is sa. And 1, 2, 3, that is also sa. So you remember ki looked like this, right? Well, that's a little, let's do that again, it's a little messy. 1, 2, and 3. And ki could also be done like that, right? So it's the same thing, these two characters. It's just that ki has this extra line here. And sa just has one, basically, right? So that's the difference between these two characters. So when you're reading these for the first time in Japanese, you might get confused. And that's why I'm letting you know about this now. Okay? All right, this one is shi. One stroke, very easy. Shi, and that's it. All right, su is another fun one. 1, squiggly 2. 1, squiggly 2, and that is su. Okay, next is se. 1, 2, 3. Se. 1, 2, 3, and that is se. And finally we have so. And rather than just jump right into this, first I want you to look at the shape of this, because this might be a little difficult to get done all in one stroke if you're doing it for the first time. So think of the top of it as a Z, right? And then off of that Z is just going to be a kind of a tail. Okay, so let's try that out. So we're going to start with that Z on top, right? Like that, and give it a little tail. So, okay, let's try that again. And this is all one stroke. So, all right, and this could be a little wider, right? It's not going to be perfect, but when you compare your handwriting to a font, it's never going to be perfect, so don't worry about it. All right, so let's go over today's characters. We had sa, shi, su, se, and so. Okay, and you can actually make your first really easy Japanese word out of these two, right? Because we learned shi and su, but if you flip the order on those and write sushi, congratulations, you just learned how to write sushi. And with that, I must bid you adieu. Next time we will go over ta, chi, tsu, te, and to, so I will see you then.